Okay, so before we last played, you were attending a nice motorcade of the Emperor of Altenheim, and during that procession, he was shot at and was almost killed. The person riding on the motorcade with him healed him, but then after that took place, y'all took off trying to locate the perpetrator of this act. You were able to find a large abandoned building and make your way up to the top. And you had a run in with, well, two of you had a run in with a person at the top of this building. And four of y'all had a run in with another person on the third floor who took a shot at Primrose and did a little number on her. Other than that, there's a conversation being held that nobody really knows about it except for one other person who's running for his life after he got shot in the face. And yeah, so
I've heard nothing.
how about everyone else? Has everyone else heard me speak?
No.
Yep.
I'm
He's talking about you've heard the gibberish. You don't understand the language.
Oh,
but you've heard
gotcha.
the
Okay.
conversation.
I'm
Yeah,
about to say,
I'm being the smartass and saying, nope, I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, okay.
gotcha. I was about to say I didn't want to talk that whole thing when you didn't hear a word I was saying since you couldn't hear me before. So I was like, wait, what? I was like, fuck. So okay, cool. All right. So we will
Nope,
resume
I'm
where we
being a
left
smartass.
off. You were fine. We'll resume where we left off, and so Azos did one thing to this person, who is no longer one thing, and
Yep.
Chris is running for his life.
Well, he shouldn't have left.
Yeah, he should have just done what she had asked, and then he probably wouldn't have gotten shot in the face.
No, he moved.
Yes, he took the dodge action instead of doing what she asked. He took off running. Sorry. Oh, this is when you stepped away for a second. Sorry. Okay, so
okay.
you healed the guy, and you were asking him to relinquish an
gonna
item. Yeah, and then so she didn't trust him, so she asked him to relinquish an item, which he was like, "No, I'm not doing it." And then so she pretty much threatened him, "If you move, I'm going to shoot you." And he proceeded to take the dodge action and then move, or she proceeded to shoot him and still hit him. And he took a nice chunk of damage to the face. And then he's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And then pretty much ran past you. And
Yep,
that's
she
pretty
wanted
much.
my spell book and told me if I didn't hand it over, she was gonna kill me anyways.
I was gonna say, to be fair, she wanted the spellbook, which is, something
Yeah.
pretty important to most wizards.
And that was the reason, because it's like he's a threat, and if I take a spell book, I don't really have to worry about him as much. That was the purpose behind it.
I think
So
that's flawed logic, but I get it.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Wonderful.
so he took off running, and so now it's you left with the one person, and you revived the one person, and he's laying beside you, and yeah, that's where we resumed. So
Wonderful.
so I guess it would be on you at this moment, Azos.
Yeah, I'm typing.
Okay, gotcha. No worries. Okay, so she'll walk over to you and pretty much have you bring him over to her, and then she'll kind of assist him up, dust him off, and then kind of make her way towards the window. And she'll have him head out first.
Cool.
And then she'll kind of like look at you and give you kind of a like a nod salute, and then she'll make her way out the window.
Okay. I will return it as she's leaving and then head downstairs.
Okay, I'll end combat that y'all are in. Okay, so everyone is now freely able to move. And Azos, as you do make your way around, you do hear a lot of loud clamoring and shouting outside from the window that they took out from.
Crap. I'm gonna turn real quick. Just gonna
Why?
glance out there.
While he's doing all this, I am going to take the time to heal myself.
So when you, if you peer outside the window,
Just try not to be seen.
yeah. So can you see where you're at outside the window?
Yep.
Do you see what's out there?
Yep.
Okay. So that's what's transpiring at the moment.
I believe that should have healed me for 2d12 plus 4.
Okay, I'm glancing. So plus, let's see. So you got what, 15
Yeah.
total? Okay. Did it not heal you?
It healed me the 15, but it only did 1d4 and I cast it at a second level.
Okay. So it did
So-
1d12 and then so
Yeah, so
25.
I should get a net. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be at max health. Okay, there you go.
Yep. And then I'm going to head back down the stairs.
Okay.
Alright. As soon as I can untarget myself. There we go.
And let me take the dodge action off you as well. There you go.
Of course. Are they? Is she going? Which direction is she going?
She's trying to go south. She's trying to go that way.
Okay. And these guys are just running.
Yeah, they're running down to try and intercept. And then Andras, you're on the street and you can hear the sounds of gunshots being fired kind of across the way.
In the house or like
Outside on the street, pretty close to where you're at.
I will peer around the corner.
And you see this female here taking shots at these two knights right here.
The knights look like they were with the
Yes, they looked like they were with the motorcade. And you see a woman, and you see this guy right here, and he looks pretty injured. And then she's pretty much got her arm around him, like kind of like dragging him, and they're kind of like running down towards the south, and she's taking shots at the two knights.
All right. Well, it might be good for me to do the master flank. Let's see what I can do.
I'll throw my bag of ball bearings out the window.
30, 40.
Okay. So you're gonna try to create like a
30.
I want them to fall on their faces.
You did an investigation check.
Yeah, to see what's in the room.
Oh, gotcha. So you pretty
in
much
case
just
that doesn't work.
Yeah. You just pretty much notice just a lot of large empty boxes. You notice that like the outside the window there was a basically like it looks like a desk or like a table set up to allow her to be able to prop her gun
Got
up
it.
on to kind of get a better vantage point. You know, instead of a grassy knoll, she's got a wooden box in the building. So
Gotcha.
and then so I'll do these numbers. So we'll drop a. Trying to think of. I could try to remember what the ball bearing side. Whoops, I didn't even shut it. Let's see, it's the ball bearings. Let's see. Ball bearings. Okay, so it creates a 10 square feet area. Okay. Well, trying to figure out. Okay. So you basically chunk this out for your ball bearings, and you create this little thing on the ground. Which this doesn't need to be 30 feet. This needs to be 0. Okay, so that's on the ground. Okay. So you basically see. Let me drag you out about here. So you chunked out your ball bearings and created kind of like a little path here to make it a little bit more annoying. And so the two of these are making their way back, and then she takes another shot with the pistol. It was actually successful that time at hitting him. And then they get about right here, and then they come into line of sight of Andros.
All right. Well, I'm gonna full charge and tackle the chick.
Primrose and Orlum, what are you doing here in the building? So you see Crest coming down. He's a little bloodied, I guess, from his incursion from upstairs. He looks worse than when he went up, and you heard a bunch of gunshots from the floor that you were on.
I'm just gonna head on out. What about you, Orlum?
Yeah, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, let's just go on out.
I'll be following them. Moving across the caltrops very carefully so I don't poke my feet again.
Okay, sounds good.
I cannot go down these stairs.
Yeah, I can't go down them either.
Apparently, you have to do kind of like a diagonal
Okay, gotcha.
walk, and then it'll get you down.
Gotcha.
There you go. All right, so you're all downstairs. As those you're still on the 3rd floor.
There's somebody out that window.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go this way.
The way I'm heading.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not someone Crest wants to run into again.
Well, we don't know that, but I'm.
Well, I
yeah,
know.
Definitely.
Hey,
Out of character joke.
Hey, I'm fully healed. For being at AC 11,
Okay,
I
then
got no
go
damage.
right
I
ahead.
ain't gonna
Take the
fuck
lead.
around. I ain't playing to fuck
After
around.
you.
Sure.
Okay, so as y'all are we'll say, kind of in the time that these guys started running in, Andros made his way down, and y'all basically bailed out the building. You hear a lot of shouting and gunshots coming from the left side of the building, which would be audible and consistent with the gunshots that you had heard inside the building. But now it sounds like they're coming from outside of the building, and they are coming from the left.
And
Chris
then
is going to go to the right.
And there's no sign of Andros, because last we saw him, he was standing outside this building.
Correct.
All right.
As far as you can tell, you hear the sounds of gunshots coming from that direction. and you see two knights running down this way, and one of them looks to appear to be being shot a couple times, and they're in a mad dash heading south.
You're heading towards the gunshot.
I'm peeking around the corner to see what I can see.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold off about right here because I'm curious because I don't know what's going on. So.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is just going to start whistling and heading this way.
Okay. All right, Andras. So while this is all transpiring, you go into a rage, and you said you were going to try and full body tackle the chick.
Hey.
Uh,
Yep. All I know is my friends went inside. There was a bunch of gunshots, and now this chick is shooting at the authorities too. So I assume that this is the person who's escaping after doing the whole sniper thing.
Yep. All right. So I guess that's what I was about to say. Make you an athletics check.
Well, I actually
And,
I should have advantage because of my rage.
Let's see. I rolled
I
it.
got the same roll twice in a row.
Yeah. I think you are correct. Yeah, you should have
Advantage on all strength saves and checks.
Yeah, I'll fix that in the background in a second.
No worries.
And then she'll try to deck save to avoid you. So she tied, and ties typically go to the receivee.
Ooh.
But this guy is not as good right now, and he, wow, even with disadvantage, and he failed. So you at least, as you run into him, because they're pretty much hanging off each other, but when you run in to knock her down, you pretty much grab him in the process.
All right. Well, I will try to begin engaging her, I guess, to stop her from shooting me and everyone else.
Okay. So,
It's a couple of ones there.
yeah, there was a couple there. All right. So, skip. Man, this just really want me to claim that template. So she's not super pleased about you grabbing her dude, and so she'll take a pot shot at you while you're right next to each other.
All right. Well, I'm not happy about getting shot, so I'll return the favor. Oh, not by raging again. That's not what we're looking for. Of course. Yep. Go ahead and get that out of the way.
It's bobbing and weaving. So this guy goes through and just kind of charging here, and he successfully navigates this obstacle that's by his feet. And so he went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then he gets to about here and takes a swing. This chick with his sword. Hits her the second time. Okay. And skip. Okay. And then the guy right here, he's currently attached to Andros, and he's gonna swing and try to at least try to get him off him, but he appears to be kind of injured, so he's not swinging very well. And this guy goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It also has to dex save, and he fails. And I'm trying to remember what I get. They fall prone. Okay. So he over here falls prone. All right. So she hears a person yelling out to her. So she disengages and begins to try and run away. I need to create like a disengage action that I can trigger, but I always never think about it. So she's gonna disengage and start taking off, running down some streets. And where's the here? Okay, let's see. We can represent here. Actually, this is the accurate one. And then so trying to see where y'all are in relation to this building. So Primrose, you are right there, and A's and Orlum, you're right there. So it's actually pretty close. Okay, and I'll do this. Just submit like that, and we'll do, and we'll go. Oops, I want all of those. I just want to. I can do all of them. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then let me clear some of these walls so y'all be able to see at least what's going on a little better. At least since you're actually directly involved. Okay, that should clear everyone's vision up a little bit. Let's see. Let me delete this one. This should be the last one. I should delete. Okay, that should clear everything up a little better. To an extent. It's alright. Alright, so let me activate this map. And I should start getting pulled here shortly. Okay, can y'all see?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm on a different map, but yeah.
I know, that's what I did on
Okay.
purpose. So
Okay.
you're seeing down. This is for Primrose. You're looking at this would be looking at the side of the building on the map that y'all were just on.
Okay.
And
So I can only see those two guards. Got it.
correct. And then the chick that was fighting and the other two are down here at the base. They're basically down here like this. Because that should be what you were able to see on the other. You would have been able to see Andros and all them standing there. So that's the full view of what you're looking at. Let's just see if 14, 12, 9, 5, 1. Okay, in case I have to roll initiatives. Okay, so Andros, you're next to the one chick, and she disengages and basically runs past the guy that she's at, and then basically runs along the bottom of the building that y'all are standing at, and starts making her way down the street this way. Okay?
Okay.
So she'll disengage her primary action, and so she starts running, and then let me see how many feet that building was, so I can get an accurate step count. So she was here, so she'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Alrighty. So she'll disengage and start running this way. So um, her movement of 30 feet will get her not to the end of the building, but close to the corner of the building. So she's still well within your range and reach, Andros. Especially with your, your specific reach than that. So she didn't get in terms of movement. So she's about, let me see exactly how many spaces she would be from where you would get to.
So I can move 40.
Yeah, like you can outrun her. So you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are 25 feet away from her. So officially on this, you're like 15 feet. So, but there's really about like another 10 feet just from the way the other building's designed. So there's about like a, not a very big gap between y'all. So she's well within your actual reach. So
I got you.
I'm just trying to establish that early. Since I know that'll dictate kind of what you do and everything. So
because we can see the squares like on the road; they're a lot smaller than our characters.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to put that into consideration. So let me add because you actually got the same initiative as you got the other one. And then where's the other knight there? And then one was a 5 and one was a 1. The one that was a 1 is the one that was prone. 5, and then hers was 14.
Yep.
And then do 14, 14, 12, and then this is a 1. Okay, so that's the same initiative order that y'all were in. And like I said, she disengaged to take off running, and she took off. And so you got the one guy that you grabbed, and then, but like I said, she's within about 25 feet of you.
All right. Well, I will sort of toss the guy that I grabbed at the guard and then chase after her.
Okay.
And then, just to make sure that I actually hit something this time, I'll go ahead and attack recklessly.
Okay. Ooh, it's a big one.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
I didn't actually do that much different. And then, that'll be my turn. That's really all I can do.
Okay. So the one knight will grab and apprehend the one person that's on the ground, and pretty much try to pin him to the ground, and take a swing at him, just to ensure that he stayed down. And he ain't looking too great. And then the other guard that fell on the second one's going to stand up. And then he'll go the additional 5, 10, 15 feet. And then that'll be that. And then, so question is, did you move directly next to her, or you're 10 feet back that you typically do?
We'll say that I'm directly next to her since I'm trying to keep up with her.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so she is going to, as a bonus action, do this. Wasn't the greatest.
No, not at all.
Could have been a better roll. So that was not the greatest. And she is going to disengage as her primary action again. and she will go 5. Oh, I forgot I got a wall there. So when you do come around the corner, I'll have to move you over because there's a wall there, which I can actually just take it down for good measure. And then so she's gonna go 5, 10, 15.
Damn it!
20,
Oh
25,
no.
Oh
30.
no, is she with Cress again?
Yeah.
She sees Crest, but she just keeps on running.
Oh, lucky.
30.
Become the wall, Cress. Become the wall.
Of course.
And then she's going to dash 60 feet.
So 60 feet total.
Yes, total, yes.
Okay.
She's gonna
I thought for
dash.
some reason her action was giving her
That's
movement
what I was
and
about to say. Like, holy shit.
No, she's gonna dash as her
I know
primary
that action surge just
yeah.
gave you another turn.
Yeah, no, she's just using her other action to dash just to GTFO.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, she got
Probably
to
should have moved in front of her, but it's fine.
she got to here, and then she'll go 5.
She
10,
moves 60, so I can only move 40.
So she's told to move to 90 in the turn that you gotten away from her. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out. Like,
yeah.
how is she moving 90?
she moved 30 in her normal turn. She disengaged, moved 30 feet, used action surge, and she's dashing as that action to double her movement to move.
Yeah, but she
Sorry,
used her action.
Sorry,
to
you're right.
disengage.
You're right. It'll give her an additional 30, so she'll only be able to go a total of 60.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
got
thought
you.
you were
You
giving her
got
just
you.
a whole
Yeah,
other
yeah.
ass turd with that.
You're right. Sorry, that's my fault.
No, that's okay.
I appreciate you
If
telling
you
me.
want action
So,
surge to work that way, let me know because I'm about to play a warrior. So
Yeah. No, you're good. So you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Orlum, you'll see a person kind of running away this way that doesn't look to be in great shape.
Noted.
Oh, how I wish I had subtle casting right now.
Okay. And done. Alright.
well, I'm gonna chase after, storming through everything like a bull.
At least you got the horns to do that.
Hey, God.
Huh?
As she comes running past me and stuff, once she gets past me, I would really love to cast Minor Illusion and make it look like the ground just drops down and forms a big pit hole. Oh, wait. Andres just stepped right where I was thinking of doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoulder check you as I run by too.
Don't get in my way.
Move. But yeah, I'm gonna take the dash action to get the 80 feet that I need.
What? No.
Okay. So, Azos, I'm assuming you're trying to acrobatically get out of somewhere?
Yeah, I was gonna hop up onto the roof. I'm gonna like slip out the window. So I'm gonna fuck that, and I'm gonna grab the grappling hook that I have and get up on there instead.
Okay. And then, so the one night they've apprehended Homie, and other one is making his way because he kind of like points, kind of around the corner, so he starts making his way around the building. So it's 5, 10, 15. Okay. Alrighty. So, Andras, you blocked her path.
Sure, she can just disengage and all that nonsense again.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she knows that she can't outrun you because you've made that apparent that you're whatchamacallit, difficult to get away from. So she is going to use a resource.
Uh-oh.
I think she did this to me earlier.
She didn't actually do this one to you. No, that was a bad one.
And that was with advantage.
Yeah. Let's see.
She would have still hit me.
That technically shouldn't have been advantage.
No, I have reckless attack on.
Okay. Well, I know it only lingers for the last time you did it, which you didn't do it the last turn, so technically shouldn't have applied. But
Yeah.
she
I'll
would have
turn it off
still
then.
hit you. She still would have hit you with the because she got a 14 and 11, and with that 11, she still would have hit. So it at least wasn't completely inaccurate.
Gotcha.
But But as she's taking shots at you, she just tries to kind of like make her way around you without leaving engagement. But she's still just pretty much trying to do like you know quickly moving shoot at you moves, but she's still stuck next to you.
Well, I'm gonna punch at her again.
She's just kind of doing shit like this. X. They're big.
Ooh.
Oh my gun.
Hang on.
Ooh.
1 second. How far away is she from me? Oh, I think that's just too far out. 10 feet too far.
Now I'm gonna pick her up. My trophy.
Okay. So, Azos, since all this would have transpired, so let me see how many rounds it was in the first map. So, there's 2 rounds, and then an additional 3 with this. So, 5 rounds, 6 seconds to pop, so, not much time has gone by after, all this has transpired. So after it initially started and you dropped your things out the window, what would you have potentially have done during that time? You said try to scale the roof.
Yeah, just try to get onto the roof.
Okay. All right. So let's say during that time you were able to get up to about here and scuttle your way around here, and after the final round of what Andros just did, you would be able to at least see here and him pummeling her into the ground and then picking her up like a trophy.
Okay. I would try to run over to him. I can't move.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna try to run over to him. And well, how many people around us have seen what's going on?
You have the
just
guard,
like these two ladies down there.
The 2 guards. Primrose at least saw
well,
part
literally
of
where we are right now.
Yes, basically, yeah. You're running down the street, and there are at least a couple of civilians that are in direct line of sight of what had just transpired. Like, they would have heard the gunshots, they would have been cowering and freaking out. They're hearing gunshots, and typically people don't just go like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" They try to hide and cower under the tables and stuff, and so they're gonna be somewhat out of commission.
Okay. Well, then I will plead my case to Andros and say I don't have a lot of time to explain, but I need her.
She not the one who shot at you guys?
She didn't shoot at me.
Orlum?
I don't know Orlum.
No.
No?
I'm right next to you, right?
Well, as in, like, I don't know if she shot at you.
Oh, I was going to
but-
say, I'm right here, man.
No. Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is. No.
Yeah.
Never heard
met
of
that
him.
man before in my
Never-
life.
Never read it.
No,
No.
she didn't shoot at me. I don't know who this woman is.
Yeah, I need her. I don't have a lot of time to explain, but before the guards get here, I need her. I'll explain later.
Okay. Are we leaving then? Is that what we're doing?
If he gives her over to me, I'm disappearing.
Oh, can you carry her? Are you strong enough to that?
I'll figure it out.
Fragile with those little spaghetti noodle arms.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll make like a little harness with the rope that I have, and she can be like my little backpack.
All right. Well, I expect compensation. This bitch shot me.
That's fine.
All right. I'll throw her at him.
Okay, then I'm taking off down the alley, and away I go. Holy shit, that is incredibly low, even for me.
I'm gonna assist him when the guards get here. I'm gonna point further down the road the other way. That way they don't follow him. Assuming they didn't see it. There's no guard peeking around the corner, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming Primrose is going to continue to go down this way and see if the guards down here need any more assistance.
When he points down the direction that Andros doesn't go, I would like to cast Minor Illusion to make it look like she's fleeing down that way.
Down the main road, like to the north.
Yeah, with Minor Illusion. I would like to try to do it without the guard seeing me or noticing that I'm casting it.
You have 3 bullet holes in me, so I think it's reasonable that I stop chasing somebody.
And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going, God.
If you're saying something, God, I can't hear you.
Yep.
Neither can, and I think
Nope.
anyone.
Nope.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't even realize my thing was done. Sorry. I was eating a chip, and so I turned my volume down so you didn't have to hear me chewing. So they were gonna point the direction north for like, hey, they went that way.
Yep.
Izos, I know where you're gonna want to go. I'll make that happen. And I guess Andros and Crest, I know for sure, are gonna do what they can to be like, hey, they went that way to have the night continue to go. Orlum, I'm assuming you're facilitating that as well.
Yep.
Okay. And then so Home is gonna, keep making his way that way, and trying to look for any clues, things that he can to locate them. And where be my thing? Let's go.
I'm gonna sit out on this cart. You guys want to explain to me what the fuck?
I think that's a Crest explanation. Primrose and I were downstairs the entire time the gunshots were happening.
Her and Izos apparently know each other somehow and have some type of arrangement as to how that works into what her attempt to kill the Emperor. I don't know.
But we can still kill the douchebag who hurt me, right?
I mean, he's currently under. He's currently in
captured.
custody.
That's
He's in
That's
custody.
the guy
So
who's like slashing me and stabbing me. So-
Yeah.
yeah, he's currently in custody. He isn't going anywhere
Good.
at the moment.
Yeah, Primrose is pissed at him.
Yeah, but
I have no idea.
that's
who that
all
chick
we
is.
know. Yeah, no.
we just know the one guy. We fought the one guy.
Cool. Can one of you come like dig these bullets out of me?
Ooh, yeah.
I'll take the little finger talons and go. I'd be more than happy. They won't heal it, but I can dig them out.
Give them to me. I'll do it. All right, so are we leaving then? Is that what we're doing?
If the guards don't need any more assistance, Primrose is cool to leave.
I don't know. There were only 2 guards here, and the one ran off. The other one's holding
Yeah.
up your guy that you want.
Yeah, like I'm willing to help escort the guard back to wherever he needs to go to take that person.
Just walk by and kick the guy in the head.
Go.
There's fates worse than that, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
especially
if
with
you-
this justice system.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you see, if you kick the guy you're angry at's head,
But he's not awake to feel it.
Oh.
Which
True.
this guy he'll kind of nod in appreciation for Andras's assistance in apprehending this person.
Dangerous criminal.
Yeah, this ruffian, and he'll be sure to let the appropriate people know that you assisted and that you'll be commended for your bravery.
Great. Now your friend went off that way, and I'll point north.
Okay. I also did award you experience too there, Andros.
I saw that.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
So you caught up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so he's gonna start working his way, taking him where he belongs. Primrose, he'll take any assistance that you want to provide, and assisting in making sure he stays
Escort
apprehended.
him.
That's fine. Triss, Orlum, and Andros, you are free to do what you want. It's still pretty much chaos in the streets after what happened. If you go back to the location where the motorcade was, the motorcade's been already completely moved, and they've already gotten the Emperor out of there, and they're pretty much just like pouring through the streets, kind of looking for anything and anything that looks out of place and abnormal. So they're pretty much doing like systematic sweeps, going through the streets, trying to find anything that seems out of place and trying to figure out who did what happened. And then they're questioning anybody that they run into that might have any kind of information.
Well, I guess we make our way back to the inn.
Yeah.
Lay low for a little bit.
Okay, I can take care of that.
That works for me.
Okay, so after about an hour or so, you make your way after you get through all the little checkpoints and everything that's set up, because they're kind of going through all of the people to make sure they are who they are, and just to make sure no one's slinking around doing some uncouth stuff. So, and I'll activate the one map for y'all to make your way back to the tavern. Should pull y'all shortly. Okay, while pulling y'all there, I'm gonna do something quick. Bloop. Alright, so you make your way back, and I'm assuming at some point you would have healed Chick.
Yeah.
Okay. I pretty much just gave her like 1 HP just because I'm assuming you probably would have used a potion or something to make
Yeah, I'll
sure
heal her
she
up
get
as
back
best
up.
I can.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I got pulled to the tavern.
Oh, that's my bad. I'll pull you back. Yeah, when I hit
But anyway,
activate it pulls everybody. So.
As I'm coming down, I'm gonna yell like, "Hey, like I need a healer! I need a healer!" I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna go, up into that quarters with the rooms.
Like
As I'm running in. Yeah, pretty much.
And then I'll get you to. I'll distract you over for time.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. Then you'll
go over to the rooms. Try to call for somebody, see if anybody does come.
Yeah. After a little bit, someone will slink in and make their way to come assist you.
Perfect.
And then they'll start working on kind of getting her bandaged up, and then they'll kind of ask what happened.
I'll let him know the situation. You know, she took her shot at the Emperor. Guards came to her direction. She got beat down, but bargained with the people, and they let her go. And I brought her back here. So
Okay.
if not for her, or not, if not for me, she'd be in chains, if not dead right now.
Okay, sounds good. They'll ask about like her partner or anything if you know anything about that.
Yeah, last time I saw him, he was with the guards, so he should be in. He's more than likely in custody. But I'll go get more information on that, and I'll be back with it as soon as I can.
Okay.
But when she wakes up, I want to talk to her.
Okay, sounds good. He said that he'll take care of her, and that once she wakes up and stuff, he'll send word for you. And he'll just kind of ask, where you're staying at, and he'll have someone come in to let you know.
Yeah, I'll let him know I'm at the Raven, and he can leave word with the bartender if I'm not like there at the time.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so other than that, you're probably just gonna head back.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just plop you there real quick.
Versus.
No. I'm the last person that would figure it out. I don't even know what Orlum is. Just kidding. I know he's a dwarf, but a little hyperbolic, but yeah, no. I think Hannah told me. No. Does she know? I think out of character Hannah told me, but
Out of character, yes, out of character Hannah knows.
okay. My ability to retain information is not always great. Wait, but wait, okay. He's just a blood mage, right? Or is there more to it?
There's more to it.
Yeah, he's just a necromancer. Okay.
Yep.
So
just your
a necromancer. Just run of the mill necromancer.
Human necromancer.
The dealer of the dead.
Yeah. So about a little over after an hour after everything transpired, Azos makes his way back to the tavern.
As I come up and sit down at the empty space between Andros and Primrose, I'm gonna put like a small bag of coins in Andros's hand and say, "Thanks for trusting in me. Hope this is enough."
Yeah, sorry I beat up your friend.
No, don't worry about it. We're good. But I'm gonna ask the four of us to go upstairs so we can have a little chat about what just happened.
All right.
I know
Yeah,
Primrose stepped away for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear her making a drink or something from the kitchen.
She said she was going to get salsa. You said we had an hour, so we could have taken like a short rest, right?
Yes, you can. If you would like to take a short rest, you are more willing to take a short rest.
Well, he's gonna be back. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'll let her know once she gets back. She can take a short rest as well. Okay, I'll be back in just a second while everyone's getting everything situated. Now, BRB.
Okay, I'm back.
We're able to take a short rest before Azos shows back up.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I will definitely do that and heal. Let's see, is that enough? No, I'll do one more. Sorry, I had the munchies and I made salsa earlier, so I wanted some.
There you go.
Mhm. Right.
Okay, we're good.
Did you have fun doing your roguish things?
I mean, it would have been better if, people don't shoot my friends. But, stuff happens.
How are we supposed to know if you don't talk to us?
Well, I mean, shit happened real fast. It happened real fast. It was like a blur. But I guess saving the motion of everybody going upstairs, can we just assume that everyone's upstairs?
I think God stepped away for a second.
God's
Yeah.
God's
But I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. Because I
I'm
don't
fine
really
going
think
upstairs. Like
it
if you
warrants
ask.
like everybody moving. But okay, so basically, what I've been working on in my roguish evenings is connecting myself with the underground to get more information as to like what the fuck is going on everywhere. And in order to do that, I had to prove myself, do a few things, which is why I was beat up the last time that you guys saw me. One of the things that I did see while I was down there is the fact that there is we'll say like a dead pool. They're pretty much like a murder hit list, and you just kind of like sign up for whichever one feels the most intriguing. One of the names, ding ding ding, was the Emperor. The one lady or sharpshooter that we saw took that bid. She's not in charge, but she's a veteran, so she has some pull here and there. So this is kind of one of my ways in, per se, which is why I asked Andros to let me have her and not have her be incarcerated.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's down there right now, all fine and dandy. I'll probably have to figure out a way to either get information on or get him out myself. The dude that was taken, but that's a future me problem.
God.
Not really your problem.
Primrose could disclose where she escorted the guard to Azos, right?
Yes.
So Primrose will pretty much tell you exactly where she escorted the guard who was pretty much holding him and give you that location.
Did they say what they were going to do with him?
Probably, I would assume no.
Probably
Okay.
torture and execute him.
Yeah. Primrose would be led to believe that, yes.
Okay.
Because of the way the laws and everything are.
Would there be a timeline, like interrogation for 72 hours and then execution on hour 73?
What information would Primrose know, and would I need to roll something for that?
Well, you would
Because I've lived here, so what would be common knowledge on something like that?
So, in an event like this, especially an assassination attempt on such a high-ranking individual as the Emperor, would be met with severe hostility. They would begin torturing this person probably immediately to try and acquire any information that they can and to figure out who orchestrated the plot, any kind of associates of this person, and pretty much do anything they can to try and break this person's will to learn any and all information that they can. Now, this is something that could be a long process. It just depends on the person's will. It could be this person doesn't really want to break, then he could get torched for quite a while. If he's kind of weak-willed, then he could break instantly and pretty much give up any and all information that he can, and that could result in a problem for Azos in the future, depending on what he does long term.
Wait, what? Which part?
Well, if he disclosed the location of hideout or
Oh,
anything,
yeah. Better not. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah. So it all pretty much depends on homie's constitution. But if any kind of rescue attempt or anything like that would need to take place, it would need to be done sooner than later.
Yeah. No. Not my problem. I can I can relay the information as to like where this dude is, and if possibly they offer me some monies to try and go save him, that's something else. But
Yeah. With the information that Primrose would be able to provide you, you would be able to pretty much know what cell he at least was initially dropped off in, and at least what building he would be in. But you could at least provide this information to the guild, and then they could potentially take it from there.
yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah. Because they wouldn't want their whereabouts to be disclosed either. So whether or not they go to rescue him or silence him before he can reveal any information, something along that lines would be taking place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, we'll
But yeah,
say
that explains all my secrecy and all the other stuff.
okay. So we'll say a little bit of time would have taken place for you to get this information, have a talk with each other, and then head down to the area, relay that information that you learned, and then head back. So it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You had a day, to put it nicely. And at this point, the city as a whole is kind of like on lockdown because of everything that took place. Understandably, because that was a kind of a big ordeal. So entry and exit of the city is kind of shut down at the moment. So it's not a time to go out like, hey, let's go out and explore. It's kind of like you're not fucking leaving because we're gonna find out who did this, and so that's gonna lock you in town. But at this point, it's pretty much on y'all what y'all want to do for a little while.
I know Primrose would be really interested in this list.
What does she want to know?
Curious on what names are on there.
Yeah, I'll let her know what names are on the list.
Okay. That reminds me. I don't think I ever made my item for you that I was going to. The glance. I don't think I did. Now that she said that,
Nope. Yep, it's there.
Did I make you a list?
Yeah, no, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few people on the list. I mean, but it changes day to day as things unfold, and people get pissed off at other people.
Oh.
But besides the Emperor, there's Pope Murrich, Liu Quizan, Gerbo Amarki, or Ameker, Canu Alabaster, Amelia Strauss, Selthkurt, Lemmy Alec, Velk Dor, Caden Lorney, Esther Nort, Maury Halleck, and Bear Thornden.
Interesting.
Any of these names ring a bell to Chris?
Roll a history check. They do not sound familiar.
Nope.
Nor do they to you, Primrose.
Yeah. I was hoping something would sound familiar, but oh well. She'll make a mental note of names and see if anybody pops up. For reasons.
Azos will ask when the next time she's going to Lord Lockhart's house is.
Oh. She can ask for an audience and escort you there at her earliest convenience once things die down.
I mean, I don't need to talk to him. I just wanted to go. But
She'll ask why.
Reasons.
actually, I do kind of need to talk to him.
Okay. She can arrange to take you there. That's no problem.
Perfect.
So, if that's something that you would want done, you can have word taken to him, and he could potentially meet you later in the evening.
Fine.
Cool.
Just a casual
Okay.
visit, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
All right. So, if the two of them are doing that later in the evening, is there anything that Chris, Andros, and Orlin would want to do?
Town's still kind of up in a situation where it's not really conducive for us to go out and do work right now, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, there are not many jobs available today. Unfortunately, just the events that took place.
That's what.
Everything's kind of shut down. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we'll
Chris-
just probably hang out then.
Chris
Okay.
will offer to buy Orlorm and Andras drinks.
Orlum does not turn down beverages, so
Let's say, do you make enough money for that?
True.
me or Chris?
Orlum only drinks top shelf.
Yeah, I'm a top shelf little guy. I don't do the whale whiskey. I only do the fancy boy things.
Yeah, only 500-year-old dwarven whiskey.
Thickly sourced only.
I
Yeah.
will
Organic.
ask Morgan. I will ask Morgan for his best dwarven ale that he has on stock.
Okay. That can be arranged. Let me take a glance at my wares. I know I got something. Let's see. So we have I do have one. Yeah. Let's see.
There's two of me.
On this map at the moment. Oh wait.
Yes.
Oh, it's because I think you're in the. I left you in the one room, and I was gonna actually put y'all somewhere else. That could be arranged. Loop. Okay. Now there should just be one of you. Okay. So back to what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm gone now.
I know. There, you're still on there technically. So let's see. Let me remove a couple things because I hate all this extra shite. Shit. Let's go blam, blam, blam. Huh. Okay, I like it. All right. So blam. Okay. So all right. So there's been a new drink added to the old Morgan's thing. It's under the loot tab. That would probably be up Orlump's alley. Little scene. Okay.
Dwarven drought.
Yep. Okay.
Buy 3 of them, one for each of us.
Cool. All right. So while y'all have fun drinking. Okay.
Oh, I feel so special right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
these are special talks.
yeah. So you make your way to Lockhart's Manor. He has a carriage to come get you. You arrive a little after 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's getting a little dark outside. And when you make your way up, a servant will greet you at the door and say that Lockhart will have you visit him in his study, and then so they'll lead you to his study right here to the left.
Then Primrose will curtsy and to Lord Lockhart as she enters the room in greeting.
Okay. So he'll greet you and be curious about what brings you here this evening. Said he wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon.
I'll give the floor to Izos since he wanted to speak with them.
Okay.
Right. No, of course. So I was just going to ask if he was in contact with the other gentleman that was here the other night. Not the rude one, but the other one.
Barrister, the guy that owns the library.
Yes, because just like you said, I'd had some interest in the library, and I hadn't heard back from him. But then also I'm going to take note of the library that he has here and be like, well, these are some really nice books, and start like perusing around.
Yep. Yeah, you as you're perusing the books, you'll see a lot of interesting titles about just various areas of Etheris, which is the continent as a whole, and books about like the Baroque Empire and some of the other adjoining countries around the area, and books titled the Great Worm and various titles like that.
Okay.
And so he'll inform you that he does maintain contact with the owner of the bookstore. He says that he remembers the conversation y'all had, that he would invite you to um, let's see. And he will let you know that he is been a little busy, and the library itself is usually pretty much open to anybody, um, and it's just a large kind of communal library. Um, uh, da, 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 yeah, this is the one I was going to use before. Okay. So cancel, download. But let's see, where's that? Okay, he bought that. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. But he'll inform you that he, has been, a little busy at the moment, and that, everybody's been in kind of a panic after the attack against the Emperor, and yikes. Uh, you, you don't even noticing. Um,
Clearly.
That was bad.
That was awful.
Bad. Real bad. Contact. So he's a little bothered about the events that transpired today. It's pretty much just been the talk of the town. since after that happened.
No,
And
understandable.
yeah, that was a kind of a big deal, especially because the last emperor years ago was assassinated. So it wasn't definitely not anything they were expecting to happen again so soon. So
Makes sense.
definitely, yeah, this bloodline is just not having a great time. So, other than that, he's curious about any other reasons for being there besides when you were saying that you're there for to see the uh, one guy.
No, that was really it. I mean, if he has any um, work or requires any assistance of us, I'm just gonna put that back out there again. And pick up one of the books about like I get the history of the area and ask if I can borrow it.
He says that's fine. He says that that's not no, not like a fancy edition or anything, so he has no problem. You borrow it.
And then yeah, I mean, I'll
He
take the
says,
info.
yep, he says he doesn't currently have any work for you, but he definitely thinks he can find something for you in the very near future. So he definitely will send word out to you to uh, let you know if anything comes up. He says, there's always stuff for people to do in this town, and he's always willing to assist the service of capable people when he can get it.
Awesome. Then I'll take the info for the library, the book, and I'll bid him good evening.
Okay, sounds good. Primrose, you wondering anything while you're there?
No, she's content. She'll give him a curtsy and thank him for his time and escort Azos out.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I'll assume y'all are just gonna go back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just stay there.
So I'm gonna yeah, y'all are already on it, so I'll activate it and it'll pull y'all to it, or I could just do this. Do Azos scene and pull the scene. Okay, I'm gonna drag y'all back.
Never be sure.
We're back.
Yeah.
That's good. They're trying to get Crest drunk.
Oh my
Crest-
god! If Primrose
Dude.
walks in on the room, she's gonna walk over to Morgan and say, "Take my money, get him drunk."
To be fair, Crest said that if he got drunk, he would tell us all of his secrets.
Take my money.
There's a drink called
Wizard Hell.
there's a drunk or a drunk. God damn it. A drink called the Drunken Uncle that makes you tell secrets. Just saying.
Well then,
Hell.
Sure, Chris will drink it and see what happens.
So, Chris, you drank 3 of the dwarven draughts, correct?
I drank 2 of them. I was trying to get them out of my
Okay.
inventory because they weren't disappearing when I clicked on them.
Okay, cool. So to say, it actually has certain effects after you drink 3 of them. So.
What the hell? He'll drink. Andres bought him one, so he'll drink a third one.
Okay.
I probably need to start drinking mine because Andres bought me 5.
So what happens after 3?
So every 2, it increases your intimidation and what was the other one? It's intimidation and just had it. Intimidation and persuasion checks for +1 for every 2 drinks you drink, and every time you drink 3 drinks, it decreases your intelligence checks by 2.
Well, there's your third one.
Yep, there goes the intelligence. Bye-bye.
So.
I drank 7 of them, so whatever that does.
Oh, sure. After the third dwarven drought, that intelligence is starting to go away. So Chris will drink the drunken uncle that Primrose buys him.
That's gonna be bad. My normal intelligence is 8. If it goes down by 2 for each 3 that you drink, I'm gonna be down to for.
Oh, it doesn't decrease your score. Just like whenever you make intelligence checks, it reduces the
Oh,
check by 2.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say if I drink too many of these, I'll actually die from retardation.
So what do I have to do after I drink the drunken uncle? I need to make what type of check?
Nothing. It just does it. Like whenever, like, so if you
The
made
drunken
a
uncle is the con save one. Con
yeah,
check.
yeah. But if you did that, so then it would be
It'd be an 18.
yeah, which for some reason it didn't apply the effect.
So I need to make a Constitution check now since I drank the drunken uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
No
because
secrets.
you have to get less than a 13 to fail.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here drooling.
Chris goes, I like this drink.
Yeah, Orlems, I think, drink 4.
So now the next time you drink it, since you succeeded, if you continue to drink them, and now it's a DC 14. So if you drink another one, the DC is 14.
One.
You're like, drink them all.
DC 14 now, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so I have to reveal a secret, huh?
Yeah, one of your deepest, darkest secrets.
I'm so excited.
Per the description.
Okay.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh.
It's the moment Orlem's been waiting for.
I got so many different ones. Let's see here. Which one?
Well, you have to pick the deepest
I know.
and the darkest.
Chris will look at Orlem.
No, don't look at me when you say it.
No, hang on. No, he
Make
does.
eye contact the
He
whole
makes
time.
eye contact with you
Really
and
make it
goes,
weird.
and goes, you dwarves are living in my home that I have not lived in for over a millennia.
Are we about to bar fight?
How old is this guy?
I thought he was about to profess his love for you.
I did too, and now he's telling
what I
me
was
that I'm
thinking.
getting evicted?
Pretty much.
Well, not if you get married. It's part of the dowry.
There
I
you
think
go.
he's calling you a squatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
What
we're
the
about, I
fuck?
think you guys are about to fight.
Yeah,
I
You
think-
should.
How about you
I
guys
think-
arm wrestle and solve your disagreements?
I think Orlem should, after that type of reveal, Orlem should get a history check to try to figure out what that meant.
He's not intelligent. But we'll do a history check. Hold on.
Nah,
Nope.
See, I told you, Orlem's not going to catch on.
it's all right. Mine would be a negative right now, so.
So now, well, yeah, I think that's honestly, yeah. Now Orlem's just offended.
Say an arm wrestle over it.
Was that a good enough secret, God, or was that not good enough to satisfy the drink?
We'll do this.
Satisfy my fist in your face?
I'll roll a d4. A 1 to 2, it does not satisfy. 3 or 4, it does. It does.
Okay.
But we're going to continue to make you drink them. So.
Yeah.
Prepare more.
So now your DC is a 15.
Does Primrose want to know more?
Primrose wants to see Orlem and you fight, so
Yes, that's what she's telling you. Yeah.
Orlem's just going to be angry sitting here now. So,
like if I buy Orlem or Cress a drink, will you guys at least fight or something? If I buy both y'all drinks?
I can't guarantee you to fight, but if it's another drunken uncle, you might get more out of Chris as to what he means by that.
I want to see the little dwarf get angry. That's what I want.
agree.
So
Alright, so-
what does Orlem do about it? Is he just gonna sit there and pout, or what's he gonna say to Chris?
He already threatened to punch you in the face. You guys are the ones acting like he didn't.
Oh, you actually did. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. That's how Orlem talks too. We're the same.
Yep.
Chris is just gonna tilt his head at that and go,
I'm sorry. If you quote unquote know so much about the dwarves, you're gonna know that kind of shit's gonna piss dwarves off.
Oh,
Well spoken for a dwarf.
yeah. And Chris is. That's why he's kind of just tilting his head, going, "Eh," and he'll look at you and go, "And why haven't you swung already yet, dwarf?"
Oh.
Damn, he said you ain't got no nipples.
Chris is thoroughly expecting to get punched in the face by this point,
Sorry,
guys.
I've never heard somebody say you ain't got no nipples before, and that's probably the best thing I've ever heard someone say.
Here, Orlum, here's a drink.
I mean, thank you. I've got like 5 in my inventory.
Them's
Oh, you're
punching words.
good.
And when Chris says that, he'll actually step right up to Orlum.
Why you're being
And
so
look
mean to
down- and look
Orlum?
down at him.
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's fine.
saying-
Everybody looks down on Orlum, so he really doesn't take it as an insult. The height comes with the breed at this point, you know? It's like
Yeah.
one of those things, it's like, you know, it's like you look down, it's fine. Orlum's whole thing is like, Cress definitely said that to make Orlum upset. It's
Yeah,
like a real housewife situation.
Push Willy Wonka out of the way.
He drinks the drink that Primrose puts into his hand.
And fails.
Fail means you have to tell us a secret, or you don't have to tell us a secret.
No, he
Yeah.
does.
Have to.
Gotta
Oh,
tell
okay.
a secret.
I mean, I guess go for it. Why don't you just say you fucked my mom, man? I don't even know.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Okay.
Please don't say you fucked Orlum's mom.
No. I have to ask God.
He looks at Orlum's like, I'm your thumb.
I have to ask God a very specific question here before I do this.
While that's happening, is there a way I can just punch somebody, or is it like Warhammer or bust?
You just make an attack roll with a d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're proficient with unarmed attacks.
I
I
don't know what
sent it
any
in
of that
Discord,
means.
by the way, God.
Aw. Oh, Discord. Oh, my bad. Okay.
It should be
for now.
d20
Okay.
plus your strength. So if you just make like a strength check, that'll be.
Oh, gotcha. Heard.
As long as you roll above his AC, you'll hit him. And his AC is shit, so.
I think probably you're just not gonna do very much damage.
Yeah.
Why don't we kill him?
Hang
Yeah,
on.
yeah, but
There you go.
We're just mad at each other.
yeah.
I don't know why he's mad at me. I know why I'm mad at him.
Let's see here. Where is it? Okay.
He's lying. He's lying.
No, Chris
What?
bends down, so he's eye level with you, and you see something you haven't seen in since the siege.
Is it a condescending tone?
No, you see something in Chris's face that you have not seen.
Do I have
Since
to do
the
another
siege.
check?
No, I'm gonna send you something directly. Give me just a second.
Yep,
Whatever. Still mad.
that's fine.
You should be.
Punch him.
I just don't know why you're being a bully. Orlum's so nice.
He's
Punch him.
kneeling down. You should punch him in the nose.
Everybody's so. Orlum is so
Headbutt.
nice.
If he keeps bullying you, I'm gonna step in, so it won't take much longer.
Orlum,
yeah.
just wait until you read what God sends you, and then
I'm
decide-
waiting. I don't know. It better be something really good because you're hurting Orlum's feelings.
Nobody
hope you
talks to my
feel-
BFF like that.
I hope you feel real
Right in
big
the
about
teeth.
yourself.
I do.
Okay. Okay, Orlum, you have something in your Discord.
Okay, I just got it.
Sure you are like I'm sure the anticipations call you. It's killing you all.
It is. It's killing
We're
me.
we're chit chatting.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, did okay. Um,
Sorry, Orlem.
You know what? Honestly, Chris, Kirk and I are still friends. You and I are not friends. That's out of character. I'm still talking to God. Just saying, though.
So something
That bad,
happened.
huh?
Oh, jeez.
Oh damn.
okay.
I guess the party dynamic is forever changed.
Chris
Okay.
really wants to go down this road. He was already in a pretty precarious spot.
Well, I think Primrose is going to call it a night and go to bed now.
Oh no! You can't go to bed now.
Yeah, the
True,
rumble
very
has just
true.
started.
We're having our
very
staring
true.
contest, okay? You have to be patient.
Yeah. I'll just pull up a stool next to his host and just see what's going to happen.
Yep. By the way, whatever happens and however Orlem reacts, it's not going to be a surprise to Chris.
Make
Of course
sure
it
you're not-
wouldn't.
I don't think Orlem's your concern right now, Chris. I think there's somebody else you should be worried about.
Yep.
Who? Primrose?
Oh no.
Dross, we're buddies.
Best buddies.
We have bracelets and everything. It's really cute.
How do we get rid of this red circle? There you go. I figured it out.
The popcorn reminds me of something.
Yep.
I had some pretty tasty popcorn today when we went to the movies.
What
oh
movie?
yeah, Sonic 2.
Oh, so good.
Yo, is Sonic 3 though with Shadow?
Oh, Sonic 3, they started development already.
So exciting.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm curious to see if Jim Carrey is going to continue as Eggman or truly retire from Hollywood.
I think this is his last role. If
Yeah, they said they won't recast him, so I don't know if he's going to stick with it or just retire. But hey, they have Shadow, so. I love Knuckles. Knuckles was awesome. Oh my god.
I will say the non-human bits were definitely the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. Staring contest is over.
Okay.
All right, after the very long and dramatic gaze, Orlem is just going to shoulder tech Chris to walk past him and go to the bar and sit by himself and be mad
Oh.
and drink by himself.
They
And
gazed at
Andros.
each other. He didn't say anything.
No.
Nope,
Chris-
I just saw a quote unquote look in his eyes, and then I shoulder checked him and then walked away.
Primrose is going to kick him in the foot or the boot and go, "What did you do?"
Chris will just turn to Primrose and goes, I showed him something.
Oh god.
With that, I'm going to slam my hands on the bar and crack it in half and stand up.
Oh.
Buddy!
I need more popcorn, Izos.
Like, hands back over to Primrose.
Primrose is going to step back or scooch back a little bit away from Cress and give him some space because of Andros, so.
If I should escalate this. Well, my intelligence is down pretty far, and I've had 8 drinks.
Yeah, we're all pretty drunk.
I don't think I'm going to be able to...
No, correct. You don't think.
But yeah.
Poor Morgan just trying to have a nice establishment after escaping like a bunch of zombies in the other place.
go around Orlum and start making my way past Azos. I'll push this table out of my way.
God.
People still sitting there.
See if you can pull your funny mind tricks on somebody who's dumber than a rock.
Oh, the bar. Look at the poor bar.
Hang
Oh
on,
no!
Hang on,
Oh, he's raging. He's raging.
hang on, hang on. Uh, is Chris wise enough to keep his mouth shut?
Probably fucking not.
Not with
He was
whatever-
literally
with
he was
whatever-
mean to the nicest person in the group. Cinnamon roll
Hang on.
looks like cinnamon roll is a cinnamon roll Orlum. And you're just
Got it.
bullying him.
with whatever negatives you want to apply to that role. Is Chris wise enough to keep his mouth shut or not?
Your intelligence, your wisdom isn't affected by this, but
I know he's not smart enough to, but is he wise enough to?
he definitely would not continue to escalate this situation any further.
Chris is gonna look at Andres and go, "Can I buy you a drink, my big friend?"
Oh, ending rounds and taking my rage away. I don't. You should probably roll persuasion for that because I don't think that's gonna work. It's also I have what do I get? +1 for each drink that I drink for intimidation.
Yes. And I
That's the
have
reason why
no
he's not
idea how many you
escalating.
ate. Or sorry, for every
Uh,
two, you get +1. So
well, then I'll have +3 because I drank 7 of them.
yeah, that's a 21. So
Yes, it is.
21.
That's why he's trying to de-escalate it by offering to buy you a drink.
I don't know. What do you think, God? Do you think 15 is high enough to de-escalate that?
we'll do this. 1 to 2, it is. 3 or 4, it's not. So after some pleading for his life and realizing he kind of might have taken things a bit too far, he reaches your inner pacifist and says like, "Do you really want to do this?"
Do I really want to do this? I'll rip you limb from limb. You're gonna apologize now.
That's on you at this moment, Chris.
You know, I'm trying to think of how Chris would respond to that.
Maybe try to be nice.
Chris will go look over at Orlum's direction and go, "Orlum, my good dwarf, I am sorry I gave you a glimpse of my true soul."
That is not even what we're fighting about.
I'm gonna keep
Anyways.
staring at him until he actually apologizes.
Chris is. Let's see here.
Orlin was mad before you even showed him the glimpse
I
of your
know.
true self. So just
I was
just
hoping that
just
would.
some food, some food for thought.
No. I know why you're mad at him.
Yeah. He saw your true soul and then decided not to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
So
and
that's not why he's mad.
no, he's mad about the dwarven comment.
Yeah.
I know. Chris knows that. But he's in Chris's mind. He's linking both the statement and what he showed you together as to one thing, because to him, they're linked. They're they're together.
For sure.
So with everybody sort of glaring at him, Chris is gonna sit there and go,
Y'all cracking me up.
he very gently tries to remind everybody that he did tell you guys that he was quite a bit older than everybody at the table, and that he had lived there before the dwarves did. He did tell you guys that previously. He just didn't tell you guys how old he was.
Yeah, but last time you didn't insinuate that I should get
Yeah,
out of your home.
He's like, if that's the meaning you took, I'm sorry for. That was not what I was meaning by for you to get out of our home. It is the fact that you are living in our home, someplace I haven't lived for in over a millennia.
I'm gonna look at Orlin.
He's gonna that's just a statement of fact, or I mean, that's how he's playing it off. He's like, if you took that as a, we want to evict you. No, we don't. We want you there. We enjoy having you there.
Oh no, Orlin doesn't really see a point in arguing schematics. So Orlim's just going to brush it off and continue drinking and, kind of motion Andros over in a very, it's not worth it, like, it's fucking whatever kind of way.
Are you sure? Because it seems pretty worth it to me.
I mean, I would never try to control you, baby boo. Do what you feel is right. But in my mind, he is literally not worth it. So Orlim's just going to go about his life.
Right. Well, that was a pretty weak resistance for me doing this, so it's obviously not important enough to stop me.
No, I don't feel like having an argument over, I don't know, subtext of a comment that you definitely made to make Orlim upset.
Right,
But it's
and,
okay.
and Chris,
We'll move past it.
Chris did say if that's the meaning you took from his statement, he's sorry because that's not what he meant.
I find that highly unlikely, but okay. I will not
Right,
argue
enough.
with you. There's no point.
Look at me. This will never happen again. You do this again, and I'm gonna kill you. Do we understand each other?
Perfectly.
Good. Sorry about the bar. Here's money. I'll throw however much he needs. 50, 100 gold, whatever.
I would offer to fix it, but judging by the last time I tried to move boxes, I don't think you want me to.
Yeah, I'll take 50 gold out of my inventory for that god. And that should probably be enough.
So, Andros, thanks for being a ride or die.
I got you. So, now what? Now that we've all made it awkward.
Well, I guess the show's over, so.
Now Prim could go upstairs.
Yeah, now you can go to sleep, Primrose.
Yeah, you're dismissed.
No. Primrose and I we're going on the town.
Yeah, I can't go to sleep after that.
Well, either go find something stupid to go see.
Yes,
You just gotta
that-
go see some dumb shit happen.
That sounds like a plan.
Might get into some debauchery. Who knows?
Yeah.
I can go find somebody else if it makes you guys feel better.
Some blood needs to be spilled, definitely.
There's some sort of underground arena that Azos knows about.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
like
but
fun.
I can't.
Orlin would be
bring
very
you
much
there.
into a fight club, I feel like.
It's all about Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club.
I said a fight club. I didn't say the fight club.
You're right. You're right. I heard what you said. I can't bring you guys down there though.
Gotcha. We gotta help you with some more secret shady shit first. Got it.
Gotta work my way up.
Exactly.
Fight that gunslinger chick again.
Oh, she owes me now.
Flirt with her a little bit.
Might give her a little wink.
You're gonna be our new mom.
Find out. But yeah, I'm gonna leave now because I've been pretty much brought to almost to fruition and then just told to go to sleep. You can go
Sorry,
sleep by
buddy.
yourself. Like this is some bullshit.
Later.
Bye.
You kids have fun.
Yeah.
And don't you restart the thing without me being here.
Oh yeah, don't throw punches unless we're both here yet.
That's
Now that they're gone, let's kill him.
Yeah.
Fuck!
God damn it!
Son of a bitch!
All that popcorn went to waste. No.
Straight to my thighs.
It always goes straight to the thighs.
It's alright. Just don't skip leg day. You'll be alright.
Yeah, you're right.
Leg day was today. It was awful.
Yeah.
Every
We
day
got
is
it
leg day.
tomorrow. 6 miles.
But okay, yeah, so we'll go out on the town, try to find something entertaining to either partake in or instigate or just watch. And then if we find nothing, then come back.
I'm trying to debate whether or not Chris would follow.
I mean, you're probably more welcomed there than here, so.
So I would
Chris
speak
would
now.
follow.
I said speak now or forever hold your
Chris
peace.
will follow.
All or something.
Oh, I know, man. Why is he walking over towards us?
I'm not sure.
No.
So
No.
Hello?
Chris is just following at this point.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Primrose will give Azos a wink. Sure, Chris,
Okay.
come along with us.
All right, sounds good.
So as you make your way and you start kind of walking along the streets, let's see. I'm trying to see who's this. So you're walking along the streets, and as you do, you hear the sound of a woman screaming.
Like as we're
Screaming.
leaving the bar. Like,
No, you're just pretty much you've already left the bar. You've been kind of wandering around a little while, and as you do, you hear a woman screaming.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm just saying like late, like right before we left the bar.
No, it's been about maybe 30 or 40 minutes after you left the bar.
I know. I'm just telling you what I did before we left the bar.
Gotcha. I gotcha. I'm picking up the foot down.
I'm gonna hand Primrose a drink and be like, "Hey, you should just finish your drink," even though she hasn't had this one yet. And I'm gonna slam mine back.
All right.
Okay.
Let me find it. I know I accepted it. Gotta have so much shit. Okay.
Okay. right.
It's not giving me the option to drink it.
It's fine. If you haven't, just delete it, or I can delete it.
Yeah.
That one I apparently never made into a consumable.
Oh,
So,
okay.
that's
I'm
why.
at least looking.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
I was trying to figure out what it least did.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I have no idea what it does, so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You'll see.
It's decent.
Okay.
So, you're
I clearly have no idea where the scream is coming from.
Yep, that's what perception checks are for.
Oh.
Mhm. How is
Vague
the
idea, maybe.
shit-faced drunk one have the better roll?
Well, it's not.
That's
It's
hilarious.
it's a wisdom check, not a intelligent.
I'm not very wise.
Wisdom's my dumb stat.
I was just born with a silver tongue.
Ditto.
So as you are wandering through the streets, you notice the screaming coming from this direction, which I'm pulling you to now.
Ooh.
Ooh, I see blood. I'm gonna draw my sword as I slowly approach. Oh, there is a person over here.
And this person looks very frantic, and he's kind of like pointing like towards the right, like up this way.
And there's also a knight.
Yeah, a guard's coming
Yeah,
running
or a
after he
guard.
kind of heard the scream.
I'm gonna look at the guard, make eye contact, and then I'm gonna point towards like this back northeastern area.
Okay. So he'll kind of make his way up here to kind of take a look, and
Oh.
it's a young woman laying in the streets, and her throat appears to be slashed.
How old is it?
It's been probably about a minute or so since it happened.
So
By the
is she
time
dead,
you
dead?
heard, yeah, by the time you heard the scream,
Oh.
and then heard heard the scream and found the direction it came from and started running that direction, it had been about a minute.
So it has been less than 10 minutes.
Yes.
I walk up to her and I cast.
No, you don't. You are not raising the dead in front of me.
Go on.
He's like, I want to see what happens next.
Do you really? Actually,
it.
you know
Do it.
what? Do it
Do
in
it.
front of the guard. Go right
Nope,
ahead.
do
Here.
it.
Go right ahead.
Do it.
Do it.
No balls.
Oh my god, he's doing it.
Manchester.
He's doing it.
Double dog dare you.
Oh my god, he is doing it in front of a guard.
Hang on. For some reason, it. Let me. Okay. I would have used 3 of my regular hit dice to do it.
Okay. So you're gonna drop your normal hit dice to 2.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm making that change right now.
But so yeah, I can drop real quick. It only takes me a second.
Slowly pull Primrose back, like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, she's slowly
All right, let's
stepping
see.
back.
Trying to read it real quick. Okay. Okay, so you got to roll 3d6.
Yep. Let's see here. 2, 3.
Okay. So she gets revived with 1 HP and 11 temporary hit points.
If the god gives me any type of inquisitive looks, I will show him my license to be able to practice this type of magic.
He'll look at you and he's a little creeped out, but he'll kind of look at your badge and be like, okay, and he'll kind of like lean over to the girl and kind of ask her, what happened, and she's kind of like reaching up towards her throat where her throat was slashed, and she says that a person came up to her after she saw someone kill someone, and she basically took off running, and the guy basically chased her down and cut her throat, and that was the last thing she remembers.
I'm gonna ask this guy to come over.
We hear.
Yeah. Ask him like what happened.
He says that he heard some like muffled grunts, and then he heard like a loud thump, and then he saw like a person running, and then he heard that girl scream, and then after that he doesn't sure what happened after that, but he was too afraid to kind of come out of his little corner to do anything about it.
If he's lying or not.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Never mind.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then I'm gonna bring him over with some levels of skepticism to the woman.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the woman, did she get a clear look at the person's face that attacked her?
She said no, they had some sort of mask covering their face, and so she didn't get a good look at them. They were wearing dark clothing and had like a mask covering their face.
And she doesn't recognize this guy?
No, he does not appear to be familiar.
Of course not.
She said it happened all so fast, and the last thing she remembers was just hitting the ground and then everything just going black.
I'm gonna look over to Primrose and go, is there anything more you can do to help further aid this woman's in healing?
I'm not a healer.
Short answer, no.
I have no spell slots.
Are you at a spell slot right now?
No first level spell slots. We took a short rest, not a long rest.
You have 0 second level spells. You have 4 first level.
Oh, I misread that wrong.
Yeah.
Still, I'm not a healer.
That's what you find.
Okay. Headed in what direction?
Chris will kind of walk off and leave the guard to tend to the woman.
That's what they're paid to do.
Chris has done everything he could.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is it something you're wanting to follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you navigate your way,
Oh, there's two.
yeah, I'm rectifying that. So Primrose and Chris, you'll notice Azos kind of following something.
Yeah, I would follow him.
Down the hallway or down the street.
Yep. Follow as best we can.
Okay, there you go. So technically, you're all out on the street. And Azos, you see those things that I sent to you. You see like 2 sets of them, and it's weird. Like it looks like they're going in like multiple directions, and then they just like kind of disappear.
Where do they end?
The last part you see them is over here. I'm gonna do this so you can see it a little better. Whoops, dang it. Grr. The last set you see is about right around here.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and see if I saw anything.
Looking around does not yield much results.
That is fair. Then I'll. Is there any people here?
Most of the streets are pretty cleared, but you do notice up around this way, you see something partially unsettling. You see a person kind of strung up in the air.
Oh no.
With wires and cords going through their hands and their feet, and they're basically like prostrated up in the air.
Is it a history check to see if I recognize them?
You can do a history check with advantage because it's relatively.
So I'll roll it twice.
I was about to say, yeah, that was a
Four.
pretty awful roll.
An 11.
So, based on what you're seeing, this does appear to be very similar patterns of the details that you learned about during the dinner that you had at Lord Lockhart's Manor, and that the way that someone was basically prostrated up in the street. The person that you see is a male. He appears to be wearing pretty fancy clothing.
Recognize him with an 11 or no?
He does not appear to be familiar.
Okay. Well, it looks like we need to get the guards.
Yeah.
By any chance, can I roll a history check to see if I recognize him?
Sure. Does not appear to be familiar.
Nope, that's a 5.
Do we leave him until the guards get here, or do we try to get him down?
I don't think we should touch him.
Agreed.
Until
Okay.
the guards get here.
It is a crime. It is a crime scene, so.
Yeah.
Like contaminate it.
So if Crest wants to run back and go grab him, call the guards.
Sure. Chris will run back to where the guard was tending the woman and let the guard know that we found another dead body.
Okay, sounds good. And so then you'll hear a bunch of whistles, shit going on, and everyone clamoring to come, investigate what's going on. And then the guards will kind of take a look at everything, and then they'll cut them down, and then try to keep everyone back to not cause any more of a panic. They pretty much have everybody. They pretty much have everyone try to return back to their homes and stuff to not make the scene any worse or potentially contaminate it in any way.
So I guess once we speak to the guards, we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they want our help or something.
Yeah.
They'll kind of shoo you off, and they'll kind of ask you if you saw or heard anything,
No.
and
I saw
then
nothing.
yeah, I mean you can relay what information you got from when you ran into the one chick that she was attacked and blah blah blah. Like the one guy heard like a thud and the girl screaming, and it all happened pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But they'll take that information and start trying to do like a detailed sweep of the area to try and see if they can find anybody that might be involved in it.
God,
Yes.
does the street where this guy is hung up, going to the kind of the northwest, does that lead to where the woman was attacked?
It's close, but like that area could be reached within, it'd be like about a block away.
Okay, so could it be a reasonable assumption that maybe she ran into whoever did this, and was killed for it?
That is a reasonable assumption, yes.
Okay. I'll give that hypothesis to the guards that whoever did this may have been the same person who attacked the woman that was attacked a block over.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, I'll call it a night.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Very uneventful night.
Yep.
All right. So I will leave that, and then y'all can take a long rest.
Long
And
rest.
we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yay, Chris survived another evening.
We found somebody strung up like a puppet.
Oh.
Oh, we were talking about how Cress's real identity is that he's the puppet girl. So
He's Madeline, yes.
yeah, we started the rumor.
Big brother.
Yep.
Yep.
I like it. Oh, guys, long rest time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like that serial killer who's killing nobles struck again.
So we started a rumor that Cress is a serial killer.
Well, we did watch him bring somebody back to life, so
He
confirmed.
is a necromancer.
Yep, it's confirmed.
And you guys didn't apprehend him. Where is he?
The guards didn't apprehend him. He did in front of a guard.
It's not necromancy.
As the necromancer.
I think the player's handbook says otherwise.
I don't believe resurrection is, part of the necromancy school.
Revivified, 3rd level necromancy spell.
We
one
wouldn't know.
action,
We
touch
didn't
range.
go to necromancy school, Cress. Apparently you did. Since
not
you know all the rules of
revivify.
necromancy school.
Not revivify. Different spell.
Says the
I'm saying
necromancer who knows all the necromancy
right.
spells.
All the healing spells are necromancy.
That one is technically an evocation.
Oh.
I know Cure
Right.
Wounds is evocation.
Next you're gonna tell me that birds are real.
No, I'm going to tell you the sky is blue.
No, it's not.
Lies.
Birds really aren't real though.
Yeah, they're drones made by China.
All right. So, whoops, for some reason that one didn't pull. So after everyone rests for the evening, Morgan will relay something to Azos that he was curious about. And Andros will also have something waiting for him.
Oh. Is it a bill for the table that I broke?
No, it's something else.
Oh. Am I being knighted by the king?
Not really, but
Oh, like a warrant for my arrest. Did something good and get punished for it. Seems
Pretty-
about right.
yeah. Damn it, Bobby. All right. And you There you go. Scrolls. Okay. And I am sending this to your inventory. It'll be in your loot category. And
What are you talking about?
that's going to Andros.
Okay.
Azos, you know what you would be waiting on.
Got it.
Huh. Is there a +1?
There is stipulations that you can bring guests.
Oh, plural. Bring the whole harem.
Ooh, did you get an invitation?
I will dip out for a moment.
Okay.
I mean, like Azos.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you want to inquire from the person?
Pretty much just gonna ask her like what the deal was. How's she doing? Is she all right? Have they made any moves as far as like trying to get V back?
Yeah.
Like I said, I told them the information as to what building they were, or what building and cell he was dropped off in. I don't know anything else after that.
Yeah.
Is she trying to save him, kill him, whatever?
So, she's overall fine. She's upset that she wasn't able to get him out, but at a certain point, self-preservation. Unfortunately, they said that he'll probably be likely resigned to his fate because they have to ensure that the integrity of the guild is first and foremost, and that one person is not worth the lives of everyone else. And unfortunately, once he was apprehended, she kind of knew that was likely to be his fate. Um, she wasn't like in a relationship or anything with him. It was pretty much just a person she'd worked with for a long time. But it's pretty much like her partner. Um, she appreciates you at least getting her out of the situation she's in. She said that if she had been able to kill the emperor, then she'd be pretty much set for life. And it was kind of like one of those, I had to take the opportunity when I had the chance situations, and she would again if she had the choice. Um, and she at least appreciates your involvement in helping her at least be able to escape. She said she's more likely probably going to dip out of Altenheim for a while because she was at least noticed by a couple people. So she's probably like, yeah, after I'm more patched up, I'll get out of here for a while, just because she's trying to wait for the heat to die down. So at least, especially once they start kind of letting people leave again, she'll probably dip.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I mean, I'm here for her if she needs me. If she, whenever I'll ask her like where she plans on going from here, like where she's gonna lay low at. Give her the rundown as far as like what to expect on the outside if she hasn't left in a while. Places to avoid, the places that we've already been, and what has happened there. And then when she comes back to hit me back up.
It's fine. She'll at least kind of so that she'll probably keep where she goes to herself, just because she doesn't want anyone to be able to know where she's going, just in case if anyone gets captured. And it's kind of like my safety's paramount. She said
Fair
she'll
enough.
definitely put a good word in you with the Thieves Guild. That you being newly recruited, you didn't really have to go through as much effort as you did to get involved, and that at least you've already at least showed that you're committed to this organization, so that'll go in your favor long term. Um, Other than that, she said she'll put in a good number for you. And that's but yeah, if she ever comes back into town, she'll definitely look you up if you're still here.
All right, sounds good. Well, then I'll wish her all the best. Get patched up, and I'll see you when I see you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. So, um, Josh, you received the item that you received.
I did.
So later this evening, they will be holding something that you received in your letter, and you are allowed to bring people with you.
I already told everybody else about it, so you don't
Cool.
have to hide it.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah. So basically, the ball's being held as a pretty much a way to try and return back to normalcy. Um, you know, they can't really show weakness in the Emperor, especially with him being kind of younger. So they have to be able to almost prop him up like a symbol of strength. So like even after being almost assassinated, he's still not going to stop his normal schedule and routine. So this ball had already been planned for a while, so it wasn't like something that's being held as a follow up. It was always scheduled. But you're being invited, as kind of like a thank you for stepping in and helping apprehend that one person. Um, and then they're gonna hopefully gain more knowledge based on that one person who's apprehended, and hopefully be able to find all the people that were responsible. And other than that, y'all are welcome to attend this ball later in the evening.
Primrose will just spend her time getting ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty short notice, so I think I'll just use the clothes that I already have.
Yeah, that would be fine. They're mostly pretty acceptable, so
No,
Yeah, Orlim's just gonna change into his. Does he still have his fancy clothes?
you do have your fancy clothes.
Okay, he's gonna change into his fancy clothes and he's gonna ask Primrose to do some braid stuff with his beard.
Ah, yes, and I have perfumes, and we can put some rouge on your cheeks to make them look even rosier. It'll be fun.
Perfect.
Really accentuate your eyes.
Yes.
He has very pretty eyes.
Okay. All right. So if nothing else, then we'll time skip to the late night ball, and I will activate that map. So bloop. Okay. So when you arrive to the ball, you're basically welcomed
Ooh.
into a very large castle. The path to the ball is very strict. They are pretty much guards posted at every entrance, and you're basically directed to walk to a very specific area in the ballroom. Turn the music down a touch. It was a little loud on my end. So once you make your way there, they have kind of some seating arrangements, and they have basically everyone kind of seated. So you notice in the center of the ballroom there is a large podium, just kind of like a large area at the top where the emperor is sitting. The gentleman that healed him when during the motorcade is sitting to his right. There appears to be a young girl. So the emperor is about like 12 to 13. This girl looks like she could be potentially 15, 16. She definitely appears older than him. You also notice Rugert as sitting at the table, and he's pretty much just kind of like playing Overwatch, just kind of looking at everybody and just kind of eyeing everybody as he's just shoving meat in his mouth. And then uh, Lord Morris, who you met at the dinner party at Lord Lockhart's Manor, is also at that top podium area.
All right. Context clues. That's his daughter, then.
Yep.
Right, niece, whatever, the one who's married to the.
Yeah, the betrothed. Yep, that would be his daughter. That was the one that y'all, that Lockhart was kind of taking jabs at when they were having the little dinner party. Lockhart is actually there as well as Barrister, the guy who owns the library. They're at a table kind of close to y'all. So Andras, Orlum, and Cress are all sitting together at a table, which of course is extremely awkward. after the events that had transpired, the night before. Um,
Try to keep my temper in check.
yeah. So, in addition to that, Primrose and Azos, you are sitting at the table with this extremely burly man.
Looks that
Imagine,
way.
yeah. So imagine just like a place set with a bunch of forks and knives and spoons. Like how you would expect, like an elegant kind of party. And like this guy's got like food in front of him, and he like literally just like takes like just a sharp object, just like stabs it into his food, and then just like pulls it up like just like a hunk of meat, and just kind of like bites into it. Just very non dinner party style mannerisms and behavior.
It's like you guys are sitting with the Witcher.
Oh no.
But
Oh,
I'm more
Huzzah.
interested in this Archduchess. Hey,
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Yeah. So, let's do. Tell me his name. There's a. Image. Grim. Go. This one. And where is he? I think this is him. Yeah, it's him. Okay. Select. And okay, where'd my thingy go? There, select. Okay, this is the gentleman that's sitting with y'all. This is what he looks like.
Oh.
Daddy, oh my god.
Okay.
You go, girl. You do what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Got him, Primrose.
She takes a gulp of wine.
No judgment, sis.
It's like glug glug, and
Liquid courage never hurts.
No, it does not.
and this is the Duchess. This is what she looks like.
Also Zaddy.
Zang, Gina.
Come on, you can get her, Andros.
oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the high-heeled armored boots.
She can take care of Daddy.
He is daddy. How dare you?
Yeah. So in addition to that, so across the way, there's a band playing at the bottom, and there appears to be just like one guard that's kind of making his way just around, just kind of making the rounds. And
Yeah,
in
there's a
addition,
dwarf over there, Orlum.
Is that Dandelion? It's fucking Dandelion. I love it. Sorry. Oh, his name is Dandelion.
So the table to the right, in the bottom right hand, so just below the food table, you'll recognize the bishop that y'all met at the Hall of Theory. He was the old guy that was talking to you about the Great Beast. In addition, you also see Lord Moloch, who was the other survivor of the whole Fairhold incident, the one that was a little more militant.
Mm-hmm.
And then
His name is hidden for some reason.
not bad. Let's see. Covered by anyone. There you go. In addition to that, you notice a dragonborn wearing clad armor at the table sitting with them. And the table north of that, you notice two dwarves sitting there, and then just another guy kind of sitting there with them. And then Orlum, the dwarf, two dwarves do appear familiar to you.
Perfect.
There's a dwarf queen, Orlum. Ooh.
My mom, oh my god.
She doesn't even have a beard. What the hell?
Some female dwarves wax their beards.
It's not uncommon. Stop being so racist.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So after some time, people are kind of like walking around and mingling with each other. The large open ballroom area is pretty much also doubles as like a dance floor. So the area here will sometimes we'll have people that'll get up and dance occasionally. There's also more people here than like what's actually at the table, but I also don't want to clutter it with a bajillion NPCs. So the main important people are the ones that you at least see. These are people that you can interact with if that's something that you want to do. Also, the fat guy, because I didn't mention him, he is one of the ogreish people. That's kind of like the people that the one of the guys at the Hall of Professions or House of Professions. One of the guys that was one of the sellers. He's one of those people. He's like he reminds me of like Harkin from like Dune, just like just a really fat blob of a human being. Um, if anyone catches
Seeing
that,
Kingpin from Spider-Man.
yeah, very similar as well. Um, this guy's just chowing down eating food. The girl that's with the Archduchess, she does look like she could be related to her. She's young as well, like she could be between like 14 to 15 as well. And you notice that she does make lots of glances towards the Emperor.
Mm. Ah, young love.
But it's at several points during the event, the Emperor will make fun gestures where he looks like he's having a really good time. He definitely doesn't seem like a person that just got shot at the other day. Um, he's definitely taking it pretty well. You do notice that he's wearing like this fancy ornate looking breastplate, um, and he's got a fancy crown on his head. In addition to that, he's just kind of clapping and cheering as the band's playing. People will come up and speak to him periodically. And after a while, one of the guards will approach Andras's table and inform you that the Emperor would want to have a word with you.
Ooh.
All right, I guess it's my time to shine. I'll
You
follow
got
the
this.
guard.
You go, bud.
Smooth out the loincloth.
Yeah.
Don't forget to wink at that lady as you walk by.
I'll
And
just go up
then
and talk to her.
yeah, and then he'll come up. He'll kind of present the Emperor. Kind of inform you of his name, everything. He's just Lord Erickson, second of his name, and then he'll kind of like bow away, and then he'll step away, and then the kid will kind of like look over at the guy to his left, like the Murak. He's like, is this the guy? And the old guy's like, yes, sir, I believe it's him. And he'll kind of look at you. He's like, are you the guy that saved me?
It was a team effort, Your Majesty, but I did my best.
Thanks so much. I don't really know how I can thank you. And he'll kind of ask you like, what do you mean by like a team effort? And then
I'll just like point around to the other guards and stuff. Like, no need for thanks. Just doing our sworn duty.
okay. And he'll kind of like look at you and he'll ask you. He's just like, have you been around a lot? Do you have any tales to tell?
I only came around recently, unfortunately.
That's too bad. So you can at least infer from him that the kid himself is very eager to kind of like learn about things. At least that's not involved in being in Altenheim. The kid just almost looks like he's kind of like a shut-in almost.
Yeah. Well, I'll spin a small tale of one of the adventures that we've went on that doesn't have to deal with anyone breaking the law or casting illegal magic or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I can sense that I'm probably not wanted up here by anyone else for very long, so.
Yeah, the Pope will kind of eye you up and down a little bit. Morris is kind of a dickhead, and even he'll kind of recognize you and kind of look down his nose at you. Um,
Yeah.
Rugert will definitely recognize you, but I mean nothing, offensive. He's not gonna, like try to like stare daggers or anything at you, but he definitely recognizes you from your dealings in Thayerhold. And
Yeah.
the one chick is completely indifferent, but Ayrton pretty much just looking at you with like puppy dog eyes. Pretty much like anything you tell him is just like the greatest thing he's ever heard, and he'll pretty much thank you for coming to speak with him, and then he hopes that you have a really good time, and then he'll pretty much you'll be dismissed to return to your table.
Righto. I will do whatever courtesies I know how to do and then back up.
Okay, sounds good. But at one point during the evening, like Lockhart will kind of come up to y'all's group and kind of almost be surprised of like that you're actually in attendance, and he'll kind of try to learn, what kind of almost brings you here, and like how did you even get invited to this place?
That's because Primrose helped apprehend one of the suspects.
He'll almost kind of be shocked by it that his little Primrose was doing something so you know daring and something that's is regarded as a very good deed. Not that she's incapable of doing good deeds, but it's the fact that it's like, holy shit, she was involved in this.
Yep, just happened to be in the right spot.
Okay. And then he'll kind of eventually mosey on his way and just kind of make his rounds talking to people. Um, so Moloch at one point will kind of like walk up to y'all's group and kind of, you know, acknowledge y'all that it's like, oh hey, y'all are for the people from Thayerhold. He'll recognize Primrose the most because it was the one that he would have had the most dealings with.
And she would curtsy to him.
Yeah, and then he'll which I don't think any of y'all were really kind of pulling for him. I think he was kind of the more he was definitely bottom of y'all's list of people um, to get picked of the three. I think the other guy was the only other one. The one that died was the only one that y'all even kind of had any inkling of wanting to win. Um, but he assumes that y'all at least helped try to petition for him, and he'll kind of like thank you for your assistance. And unfortunately, it just didn't work in his favor. But I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, okay, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yep, it'd be what it be.
Primrose will
Good,
glance at Azos and like just give him a smirk because they know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
The one guy sitting at the table with Primrose and Azos will pretty much scoff about how he thinks these events like this are stupid and pointless.
I'm gonna chat him up. And be like, yeah, no, I agree. Like, what we should go out and be like at a bar or something.
And he'll pretty much retort with he'd rather be out like hunting some sort of beast or animal instead.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. I'm pretty much just gonna like agree with everything he's saying and try to chat him up as much as possible.
Some sort of love triangle happening at that table?
What type
Me?
of game? What type of game interests you the most?
You got a wingman that.
As long as it's not people.
Well, he does hunt people too, but neither here nor there. Um, he'll explain that he's from an area up north, outside of the Baroque Empire, and that
Oh, outside, do tell.
yeah, He's a little important from the area that he is from. He doesn't. Um, he's from an area known as Thrall, and he says that you know, I'm what they would call important, but he doesn't see himself as really above anybody else. But he definitely is kind of eyeing the chick over there, but he's is kind of giving her like more evil looks, or more like kind of like I don't like that bitch kind of looks.
He's giving her those looks,
Yes,
and it's to the Archduchess.
correct.
Okay.
If
So
people
some
know
history
the
there.
if people know the geography of Theris, which you would at least have a basic understanding. So, on the map, which I think can't remember. I think let me look to see if I have one of my downloads real quick, and I'll put it in the Discord. Pretty sure I do. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Rename, copy. Okay, and then dot JPEG. Oh, come on, he's lame. Go away. All right, downloads. Grr. All right, let's do it the hard way then, I guess. Let's see. Where did you go? Should probably just done this the first time, honestly, because I knew it was gonna do this shit to me. It always does. There it is. Okay. All right. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Lame. I can do this, whatever. So the lands bordering where he's describing where he's from, borders um, the Norden Kingdom, which the Norden Kingdom is the north part of the Brock Empire. That here we go. Make control.
All right, yeah.
I'm trying to screen. Okay, and then file, save as.
Yeah, Crest posted it in the Discord.
Oh, did he? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That's exactly what I was actually about to do. Yeah, so like right there. So Thrall. So basically, this area right here is the area that he's from. Like he actually is in the Garjord, and so they basically have a lot of conflicts with the people from the Norden lands, and they have basically raids and skirmishes that they participate in constantly. So their people are kind of at odds with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the people of Nordenland are the ones that are the heavily magic focused ones, where they actually have the colleges that are dedicated to each school of magic. And the land of Norderland is actually split into two. There's a west and an east. The west are the ones that kind of fell in with the Baroque Empire and actually kind of accepted the rule of the emperor and all like that. And the east are the ones that are like were part of the old world and living with nature in the woods, and they're kind of at odds with each other. And there's almost like a civil war going between the two areas of Nordenland.
Okay. And I'm guessing the Archduchess is in charge of those lands.
Yes, she is the leader of the west side of Nordenland. The ones
So
that are
he's more traditional. He's of the east. Okay.
well, no, he's not of the east at all.
Yeah, he's from the north of that.
Yeah, he's north of
Oh,
that.
okay.
So he hates
Oh,
all
okay.
of them from Nordenland.
Oh,
He
gotcha,
hates
gotcha.
Nordenland as a
He-
whole.
He's
Gotcha.
pissed off because he lives in a frozen wasteland and she has the good shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He lives in Greenland, and he's like, I want your shit.
gotcha.
So
Okay, got it.
yeah, he's kind of staring daggers at her. And then she's of course just very haughty and just is like, ha 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 ha. The gentleman to the north of her, sitting at that table, he is the primary general of Unterland, which is the kingdom to the east of the Brock Empire, the one that's bordering the Grey Spine, which is the large mountain range that separates the Brock Empire from the Estoyan region. That's also the area where Rugert and his son were from. That's the heavily militant, like we train our people from like a young age and create this like gigantic army and train soldiers. That's the area that guy's in charge of.
Gotcha.
Yep. But this would be, information that you would learn just kind of throughout just being at the ball and just kind of mingling with people. And the Dragonborn is part of the Castilian provinces, which is the ones that are kind of down south on like the other part of the continent, and those are the crazy religious zealots that are like magic bad we kill.
Yep.
So
Chris
those
will
are
be avoiding him at all costs.
yeah.
Without seeming to be rude.
Yeah, but that's who that guy's from. But no weapons were allowed in these premises, so it's not like he could outright attack you. But he could probably use magic, but holy magic, blessed by the gods.
I'm a squishy. He can probably pound me into the dirt with his fists.
Probably.
And Andres would probably help him.
Not yet.
At some point during the evening, Chris will make his way towards the two dwarves at the far end.
Oh god. International incident. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
No.
Okay. Let's see. What did he say? Here it comes. Yeah. Maybe such a simple wine. So the king will kind of greet you and kind of like, hey, how are you doing there, guy?
Tell him about your views on deportation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was out of character.
I gotcha.
Orlum didn't yell that.
Darn.
Chris will bow elegantly to them and introduce himself as part of the envoy group that came from what's that capital's name again? This is the place
Stalinwald was the
from Stalinwald, and I wanted to convey my greetings and the fact that I am glad to see that his trip here was safe, and to wish him a safe return home, and that's about it. I'm not really trying to make a whole lot. I'm just kind of like just introducing myself and who I am and what group I'm affiliated with.
Okay. Sounds good.
And after that, I'm assuming he probably doesn't. He probably just kind of just nods politely and says, "Okay."
Yeah, he'll kind of give you the hand gesture of like shoo shoo, kind of.
Uh,
Nice.
yep. And Chris will politely bow and back up and leave after he makes that. Gets that gesture of, like I said, he wasn't really trying to overstep his intrude. He's just doing the polite, rounds and talking and introducing himself.
Which kind of draws a little bit of ire from this chick.
Chick.
The archduchess.
Oh no. Oh no, is she a dwarf hater too?
No, it's because she's a half elf, so he's like being a dickhead.
Just making sure. Didn't know if there was two dwarf races in this room. If it was just Chris.
Yeah, at the comment, Primrose will turn to Azos and be like, would you care to have a dance? To kind of like move him away.
So fucking lootly.
Yeah. Let's step over here.
Wait, so does the hot Witcher guy hates elves? Is that what he's talking about?
And Azos is an elf, so we're trying to get Azos away from without it being too obvious.
This dude from pelvis to testicle, goddammit.
While you guys do that, Orlem's gonna go hang with his
peeps.
His peeps.
And Primrose will try to keep an eye on the chief and the whole situation as they dance.
Yeah.
Does Azos know how to lead, or does Primrose need to lead?
Right now he's like a little heated, so like
okay,
you pretty much like
lead.
whatever you do, I'm just like, yeah.
You guys are doing the tango then.
Yeah.
Love it.
Primrose will lead, but make it look like you're leading. You're good.
He don't give a fuck right now.
Let's not kill the guy. We have no weapons.
Says you.
You got a whole Andros.
Very.
Good thing he goes anywhere without something.
Primrose will try to calm down Azos. Like, this is not the place. You are justified. There are dark shadows once we leave.
Man.
You
will get your chance.
So
he wants to make a trip north.
Yeah, so the Orlum, the two that you're speaking with, they'll recognize you and kind of ask you how you're doing. You know, they're making sure that kind of like, are your lungs doing okay?
Yeah, Orlem's going to do kind of like a customary bow and thank them for their concern, but his lungs are doing fine, and ask them how they've been faring.
Kind of relays that unfortunately hasn't been going as well as they would like. Said that they unfortunately, after everything kind of got to the point that it was, that a lot of people kind of left due to health concerns. OSHA kind of got on their ass, and you know, they had, you know, if you've developed mesothelioma, you know, you may be entitled to compensation. You know,
Ken Nugent really came in there and just swept up.
Yeah, he really did. So, call now. After that, you know, their productions of weapons and armor kind of greatly decreased, and you know, they're just trying to keep up with the demands of the Urnterland's need for weapons to launch their constant war effort against the Estonian Empire. Because they're one of the primary people who purchase their wares that they make.
Oh, Andros making a move?
About to. We'll let everything else resolve first.
Orlem's just going to kind of look kind of somberly at the king and queen, not really say anything, and well, I guess he'll say, that he's, I guess, sorry to hear that things aren't going well and he wishes conditions could be better.
Okay, sounds good. He says that you're always welcome back home whenever you get tired of doing any kind of adventuring and stuff. That there'll always be a job waiting for you.
Orlem's just gonna bow appreciatively and go back to his table.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
And he's gonna rub it in Cress's face that the king actually talked to him, so...
Oh shit, son.
It's like, not only did I get the audience, he said, "Hey, I got a job
He knew
for
my
ya."
name.
Weezy's friends.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He's gonna beeline Cress and just stand over here.
Well, now that song's over, that food over there looks really, really good.
Yeah. So Andros, you said you were gonna walk up to a person.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the Archduchess and introduce myself and ask if she would honor me with a dance.
Okay.
Oh snap, son.
Oh,
Make you
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, make
Oh,
you
best friend, that's my best friend.
make you a persuasion check. See if she'll
Persuasion.
Oh, no.
Skills, persuasion. I do have proficiency. Fingers crossed.
Oh.
So
Not great.
Sorry, says.
so she just kind of like looks at you, and she's just like, that's nice, but I'm kind of here with my daughter, so if you could just kind of leave, that'd be great.
Damn, yeah.
Unfortunate. Okay.
well, if you don't ask, the answer's always no.
Yeah.
You miss
We'll
100%
sit back
the
in the
shots you
corner.
don't. Just 100% the shots you don't take.
Dang. I tried.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
so-
gonna grab 2 shots from the bar of food and go back to the table and give one to Andros.
Thanks, buddy. You're the
welcome,
best.
pal.
Not enough.
Like,
It's a start.
I need all the drinks.
It's all good. I didn't think there was much of a chance she was gonna do it, but
Said you missed
Had to ask.
all the shots you don't take.
oh yeah.
So after a little bit of time, and after Primrose and Azos kind of dance around to try and not be near the one guy, which he eventually kind of gets up and kind of like goes and talks to the table over there towards the
Oh
bottom
God,
corner.
he's going to the bad table. Hurry.
So after a little bit of time, and he gets up and kind of walks away and gives y'all a chance to kind of recover and recuperate from dancing for a little while. Bishop Vernum, who was the guy that y'all met at the House of Learning, or whatever the fucking thing was called. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Rising Sun, got it. Yep.
Yeah, that guy. So he'll kind of come up to you, and he says that Pope Murrich would actually request an audience with you.
The Pope. The Pope.
Yes.
With who?
The
All of
Pope.
us? Or just Prim?
He wants everybody.
All
God
of us.
fucking damn it.
That's a trap. That's a trap.
Like the Popey Pope?
Like the Pope that was sitting next to the Emperor.
Primrose is going to, once he walks away, Primrose is going to whisper to Azos and be like, what all do you have in there?
In where?
You said you're packing. I might need to borrow something.
Oh. I usually only carry enough for one.
Well, I have fists.
That's fair.
Okay, I guess.
And he knows that there's 5 of us. Like, one of us can't stay behind.
He pretty much
No,
is
he
like
wants
standing
all
there
of us
like waiting for all of you to attend.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'll walk behind I guess I can go first after him in case it's a trap and be like, "Don't come in here."
Yeah. So he'll lead you back towards this room down here in the south, and he'll head in and he'll kind of gesture to the Pope that is sitting at a desk.
We'll give a curtsy, showing respect to the Pope.
Okay. And then the bishop will
How's your
kinda,
perception so bad?
I don't know.
but the bishop will kind of come in and he'll kind of gesture towards the group and kind of acknowledge the Pope's like, hey, here's the people that you were asking to see, and then he'll make his way out, and he'll shut the door behind him.
Not great.
You hear a bar slide in place.
I rolled an 18. Do I feel uneasy? Do I feel like there are traps?
Negative.
Okay.
So the Pope will he's just kind of sitting kind of very relaxed in his chair. He kind of looks at each of you and he kind of asks, so I've heard that you've had run in with a certain entity that we don't like to discuss.
Oh.
That would be correct.
It's just that? Yeah.
You shall not be named. Yep.
Yeah. So he basically explains to you that, he finds it interesting that y'all were involved in the attempt that was made against the Emperor. He does express that he doesn't feel like that you were involved in any way in terms of like took part in it. But he does seem that it seems strange to him that y'all are involved in any way just because of it, like almost like it seemed fated that you happen to kind of be at the right place at the right time. He says that he had spoken with Bishop Burnham about your incident that you had in Oftwill with the town that was affected by the thing that shall not be named. He says that based on the reports that you provided, that he feels that you at least seem capable enough to inquire further into the matters that deal with this entity. He expresses that there are certain objects that were once in the church's possession that are currently have gone missing, and he believes that they are related to the events that transpired because of the thing that shall not be named. He believes that you are at least trustworthy enough because you haven't shouted from the rooftops of everything that you saw and dealt with, that they kind of have ears everywhere. And if you had been kind of spouting off like, hey, we went here and we ran into this thing, and just kind of telling everyone, that they would have heard about it. And that since you've been in Altenheim, that there's been no new spread of any information about Oftwill, things like that. So that you seem to show some form of discretion.
Secrecy is my middle name.
Yeah. So he will ask if you noticed the piece of armor that the Emperor was wearing.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So he says that that is something that has been passed down since the very first Emperor, and that the original Emperor was blessed by the four deities and was bestowed a piece of equipment from each deity, and that particular armor, that breastplate, was given to him by Aurelia, um, which is the main deity that the people of Altenheim worship. That's their primary deity. Each one of them have like one of the four realms of the Baroque Empire worshipped a certain one. So like um, uh, Malt was like the one there. Galt was the one that like the dwarves worshipped. Um, there's another one, Malignant, that the ones in the east worshipped, and then the other one was the one in the north end. Um, but he says that after the previous emperor was assassinated, that some of the artifacts were absconded, basically.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so he
And
says
these are the artifacts that made the Emperor go insane and caused all the gods to die, right?
that's the running theory. Yes.
Okay. Make
Uh,
sure we're all on the same page.
yeah. So he says that in order to show, stability, and because everyone knows what these items are, like they've been passed down for, hundreds of years to, the whoever the emperor is. It's like bloodline. These items go to these people, so they're very noticeable. People know what they are. They recognize them. So if they were to suddenly just go missing, people would know something was up. So after these items were taken following his assassination, uh, the church created basically duplicates to give off the appearance that they still were where they should be.
Okay.
Um, so they believe that these items might be necessary in order to combat this entity that is, you know, inflicting and just causing a blight upon the lands. Um, they believe that because they do hold divine power, because they were crafted and given to them by the gods, that they uh, might hold enough power to be able to combat it. Just because anything that they've done to the thing and even finding it has been almost near impossible. Um, so they feel like these items might be a way to fix it, and then they also to get them and purify them so that any kind of lingering paint on them is removed, so that way they could be restored to their former glory.
So, are
Bas-
they going to be sending us on a wild goose chase, or can he at least put us in the right direction?
He said that the last reports that they have been able to acquire from the locations of some of the items, they believe one of the items is located to the north in the that Kroll land, or the wintry kind of land.
Wonderful.
And they also
Hmm.
believe one of them is in the Estoyan Empire.
Ooh, Estoyan, you say?
Fuck.
But he would like to request your services, being able to find these items and retrieve them so that they can potentially combat this entity that's been inflicting the land.
We'll agree to go.
We will.
Without it, like, she literally, like, I volunteer as tribute. Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, as
Okay.
long as we're getting paid, I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
he
well.
definitely said you will be rewarded very handsomely if this is something that you can pull off. Because I mean, these are like priceless artifacts, so money won't be an issue.
So,
You
about
say that
this,
now.
about this, about what area possibly of this Estoyan Empire are we talking about here?
they believe that. Where's my thingy? So they believe that it's in Soma, which is the seat of the Estonian government. That's like the primary capital. It's the equivalent of like Altenheim, but for Estonia.
Wonderful. Okay. Okay.
And that's the only information he can give us as to where these things are.
That's the little bit of like the Estonian one. He says that in the north area, he believes that the sword. So basically, the four artifacts is a sword, a breastplate, a crown, and an orb. Are the four items. So he believes that the sword is located in Astoria. He believes the which I'll do this. He believes the breastplate is actually being held by the Dwarven king. And then he believes the orb is in the winter area, the Kroll, near their capital, which is I always forget the spelling of it. Where you be? I went too far. Bam. And that's that one. Where are you? And then, where'd you go? There's that one. There, journal. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Journal. Valicanton. Okay, and it is. Come on. And then, and it's going to be Garjord. Western Garjord. Okay, so this is where he believes, which I'll do it in the in character one too. But he believes the sword is in Astoria, the breastplate is in Rowland, the orb is in Thrall, like the Western Garjord, which is like near their capital, and then the crown they have not been able to locate yet.
Wonderful.
But at least it gives you a place that you can potentially start. But he says that if this is something that y'all take part in, that he will arrange for, travel expenses and, provide you with what they can resource-wise for you to be able to get to where you need to get to. He'll give you like a basically a coin purse as a way to be able to help fund some of the things that you may need while you're gone, and he'll provide you with a way of being able to contact him in the case you are able to locate something.
Sounds good.
Chris is gonna ask. So, are we just to confirm location, or if we confirm location, are we supposed to acquire and bring back to you?
He wants confirmation and acquisition of the items,
Hmm.
and then to be returned to the church. If that answers your question.
Okay.
Find, acquire, return.
Chris will be. He'll be up for it. He'll agree to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. What about Orlam and Andros?
Orlando had to step away.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't say.
Yeah, I don't really have anything against doing this, so.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alrighty. I'll wait for Orlam to come back, and then we'll see what he has to say. Is there anything else that anybody would want to know?
Dead.
No, not really.
Okay. He'll give you a detailed description of what the items look like, and who he believes might be in possession of them. He thinks that since the breastplate is in Estoya and it's actually in Soma, he believes that the ruling council of vampires may be the ones that control it. The breastplate, he believes, is being held by the king of Rowland, the dwarven king. Says that they haven't been able to have any proof of it, but they're pretty sure that that's where the breastplate's at. And then the orb, there's been reports of some of the effects that the orb can do has been noticed in the West Garjord, in that area. Okay. So, Orlam, are you down with assisting in acquiring these items?
Sorry, I stepped away. Is everybody else going?
Pretty
If
much.
so, then yes, I'm super down.
4 and 5 say yes. So
Who's the one that doesn't say yes?
we were waiting on you for you
Oh,
to
then
find
yeah,
out.
totally.
Yeah. Okay. And then he was basically just describing what the items look like and who he believes might, be in possession of them. Other than that, like, he's gonna fund Joe being able to, get to your areas, and like you said, it'll give you like a coin purse to be able to do that, and have him to communicate with you once you acquire the items. And other than that, he'll appreciate your discretion in going about this mission, that this isn't anything that you would want anyone to know about, otherwise it could potentially make your journey harder and more difficult, because if people are knowing that you're going after them, then they might try to get in your way, because the couple of people that know that these are missing, if they know someone else is looking for them, then they may do what they can to try to prevent you from doing it and finding them ever again. So, discretion is key.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so kind of like one of those things, don't tell your friend or your friend's friend. So, but if that is what everyone is wanting to do, then the necessary prep time that will require you to be able to make a long trek to any of these locations would be extensive. So that would be a good time for y'all as a group to kind of take some time to gather all your resources like that, which would be a good time for us to end our campaign.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
Alrighty.
basically, whenever we do continue this in the future, we'll be, wherever y'all decide which location you want to go to first, and then we'll basically resume with y'all's journey heading to that location, and then going from there. So.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Do we? How much money is he giving us?
That's actually a really good question.
That will be determined when we continue, because what I'll do is have like a downtime thing for kind of like, hey, this is what I think I might need to be able to get from point A to point B, and then you're probably going to be given, like, say if it's a situation that we're going to head to the north first, we're going to try to get the item, and then we're going to come back to Altenheim, and then we're going to deliver the item. Hey, we got to go here next. Let's kind of refund our coin purse because we used, X amount of money during this trip, and then we're going to head here next. So he might give you, say, like a sum of maybe about 4,000 to 5,000 to use as you will, and then, not counting,
4 to
travel
5,000
expenses.
per?
No, like as a total. Like he'd give you 5,000 gold to
The fuck is this?
get where you're
You
going.
thought.
But that's not counting your travel expenses. That's just on top of it. So
So
all your
that's like
travel stuff.
renting
Oh, that's just
horses,
for me.
rations,
Yeah.
and food. And
That'd just be
everything.
like, hey, that stuff will be covered, but it's like, hey, you may need to barter. Here's money to barter with. You may need to buy something. Here's money to buy something with, and things like that.
Yeah, this is
So
for me.
Part of it, yeah.
Like, there's 5 of us, so like 1,000 gold apiece.
yes, basically.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but alrighty, I'm gonna stop my recording now.